Well, g'day. I just thought I'd do a very, very quick experiment, and yeah, I'll probably just delete this. I've never actually done this before, which is just press record with no idea what the crap I was going to talk about. I'm just reheating some leftovers over there in the oven, and preparing. The dog's getting fed. It's like that time at this time, give or take a few minutes, usually 4 minutes a day. That's about what we lose every day, according to the ball head global. You know, you gotta lose 4 minutes a day. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. That's half an hour a week out of our lives we're losing every week to believe in the ball and the sidereal. Yeah, we call it sidereal because it's side real. You know, reality is what it is, but this is reality on the side. Still growing my hair. I haven't shaved it off yet. Yeah, aren't doing too bad with that, I guess. So, and my head, it was only been occasionally getting itchy. It's only when I had a day off, and I don't bother scrubbing the shit out of it in the shower every morning. So I've got a beer. Yeah, that's right. You can't please everybody. I know now. You try and please some by not drinking, and you try and please yourself by drinking. And I mean, am I making these rants to please me or you? No. I'm just living my life, man. But if I have to have a few beers at the end of the day, check that out. Love is a rose, but you better not pick it. Only grows when it's on the vine. Handful of thorns and you'll know you've missed it. Lose your love when you say the word mine. You know what I'm talking about. Everything stagnates when you hold on to it. You just gotta let it flow. Let it flow. Let it go, let it flow, let it go. And yeah, it'll mess with your head if you, you know what I mean, intermingle with another person. Best off just living your own truth. You try and please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. There's one of my favourite books I grew up with as a kid. It was called Aesop's Fables. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Not to mention some of Roald Dahl's good stories, they were pretty cool too. Fantastic Mr. Fox was a good one. I loved it. When I was a kid, we got to go to the library quite a lot. But once in a blue moon, my mum would actually take us out shopping or something, into actual stores where you could buy stuff. It was rare. And we once went to the bookstore, and of course I was just fascinated. I love books. And this one book that I really, really wanted, and it wasn't too expensive, but it was expensive enough. Mum never had that much money. Sure enough, she was working as a pharmacist, but she was just the casual fill-in pharmacist most of the time until she got the job as a manager, the very first female manager of a male-dominated business, mind you, which she got forced out of. But, pardon me, going back to this book, I loved some Roald Dahl stories. And I saw this one and I just sort of said, will you buy this one for me, Mum? Expecting me to, no, put that back on the shelf. But she sort of relinquished and said, okay, I'll buy you a book. Wow, stoked. A book for me own. Not just a library book that had to go back. So, fantastic Mr. Fox. And so we're on the car trip on the way home. And about halfway home, 10-minute drive. It's like, okay, I finished. And yeah, of course, naturally. What? You finished it already? What a waste of money. It's alright, Mum. I'll read it again. No, she was pretty good about it. It was a great book. I love Roald Dahl stories. So, yeah, you've got to keep a little something up your sleeve and keep it under the nose of everybody. So, anyway, I obviously got fucking sidetracked. Because I wasn't even going to talk about that. I just know that it was something I wanted to talk about at one stage or another. Come on, help me out here. Fucking hell. I was taking the dog for a walk, going down to get beer, started talking about Roald Dahl, talking about books. Aesop's Fables, there we go. See, it comes back. I'm not completely fucking lunatic, early alcohol dementia and all that sort of shit. Not completely, not yet. I'm working hard on it. Give me a bit more time. Aesop's Fables. So, the reason I mention that might even soon come back to me, because I'm not completely fucking brain dead at this stage yet. Fantastic, Mr. Fox. You can't please everybody. That's it. Yeah. So there's a story in Aesop's Fables. Pooh, shut up. Don't take me off. Fucking ripper. Sorry. Forgive me for that little outburst. So there's this older man about my age, maybe a bit, give or take, older or younger. Fucking bastard. He's got 2 wives. What'd I do? I reckon 3 or 4 would be better. But anyway, he's got 2. One of them's an elderly woman, mature and sensible. One of them's a younger woman, young and hot and hot, not so sensible. For the sake of the story, it's a fable. It's not a true story, obviously. I reckon 4 would be good. As long as they didn't live in the same house, because then I always menstruate at the same time of the moon. It's like, all at once, God, There's only so much up the back passage you want to give in one night. Sorry, I'm really getting sidetracked here again, of course. So, this bloke, he's got 2 wives, an older one, a younger one. The older one thinks he looks great with his grey hair, looks very refined. The younger one wants him to look youthful, and so she decides while he's sleeping at night to go and pluck out all his grey hairs. Meanwhile, the older woman thinks he looks so much refined with these grey hairs, we'll pluck out all his darker hairs while he's sleeping. And then one day he wakes up completely bald. And that's the moral of the story. You can't please everyone or you end up with nothing. So fuck you if you don't like my stories. Thanks to you if you do, and just carry on. Don't worry too much. Whatever I have to say ain't that important. The important thing is that you are a true man or woman, and you're being true to yourself, and you're being true to everything you believe in. And if you're not, well, it's never too late to change your tune, reverse it. God is very forgiving. And if you pluck me bald, then it could be fun too. Just be good to your mum, be good to your dad, be good to your kids, be kind to your partner, and love one another. Because I love you. And I'm here for the long run. You can't get rid of me. There's an anomaly in the system. And this is it. We got nothing to lose. And our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. Yeah. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose. And our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. I know this is really wrong of me, because forbidden fruit is often the tastiest. And I did promise to Resty that I would love her no matter what. And I do love her. But crikey's Jess and me.